Are you confused about the Aero Press? If yes, be sure to comment yes. If no, be sure to comment no and share your tips and tricks with us. You might be confused about the Aero Press like I used to be. And part of the reason is because there's a bunch of videos out there and they all say something different. And so I'm going to tell you the truth today. The truth is about the Aero Press is that it's really all about you. Because the Aero Press is a great coffee brewer. It makes wonderful coffee and it just depends on how you like it. So watch all the videos and figure out what works best for you. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what works best for my taste and my brewing methods, and you can use my video as a guideline. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to try different grinds and try different types and try different methods. Today we're going to brew the Zimbabwe, which is in our Coffee of the Month Club for February. This is our February Coffee of the Month. I'll just get started. So first I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what the Aero Press is. It's a plastic coffee maker and it consists of a vessel and a plunger and a little screen that holds the filter. They provide you with these items as well as the scoop and a stir stick and a little funnel so you don't spill coffee all over the place. And they also provide you with some paper filters and a holder. Now I might not do it the way everybody else is doing it, but I think my cup of coffee tastes amazing. It's not bitter, it's fantastic. So I'll start with the grind. The grind that I use is a medium fine grind. Now when you use a medium fine grind, you don't want the coffee to sit, the water, excuse me, to sit on the coffee grounds for too long because then it'll start tasting bitter, which is perfect for me because I don't have a lot of time. I wake up at 5 in the morning. I don't want to sit there and wait a minute for my coffee to brew. If you do grind it a little coarser, you can let it sit on the water on the grinds a little bit longer. But that's really up to your personal taste. Some people like it that way. That's great. But so this is a medium fine grind for my grinder, and it is about the consistency of table salt. And I've also created a handy dandy little grind chart for you that you will get if you subscribe to our Coffee of the Month Club. So you're going to want this. I leave it in my kitchen and I compare my grinds, and then you can write down what number your grinder is on for that grind level. Yay! Easy, quick, super easy. So I'm going to start with the coffee maker. I'm going to grab a filter. Sorry, the water's getting ready to go in the background. Got the filter on the bottom of the vessel. I'm going to take a scoop and a half of medium to fine coffee grinds. I'm going to pop it in there, daringly not using my funnel because it's going to get everywhere. Scoop and a half, and they have like a little line here so you can figure out what the half is. Pretty close. I don't like timers, I don't like scales, except for when I'm really learning a new brewing method. I will use a scale just to make sure that I'm doing it the way they say you're supposed to do it. So my water's boiling in the background, and what you want to do is you want to have water that's just off boil. That is one element that everyone's going to tell you that is absolutely correct, and you should not have your water on a boiling level over your coffee grinds. So it takes about 30 seconds after your water stops boiling before you want to put it on your coffee. Otherwise you're going to extract the bitterness out of your coffee. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to what they call bloom the grinds, but I'm going to put a little of that hot water over the grinds, just enough to cover them, and then I'm going to let it sit for 30 seconds. Like I said, 5 in the morning. I'm not going to use a timer. I'm going to guesstimate 30 seconds, and I'm going to watch it, because what happens is when the coffee blooms, the gases escape from the coffee, and it makes your brew smoother since it's not all in brew. Okay, so about 30 seconds. I'm gonna pour the rest of the water in. I'm gonna pour it all the way up to the top because that's how I like it. If you like it stronger, make it stronger. And even if you make it too strong, you can always dilute it with more hot water. And that's the proper way to actually dilute your coffee. And so then I'm gonna stir it, maybe 10 stirs or so with your handy dandy little stir stick or a spoon, whatever you like. And then I'm gonna take the plunger, I'm gonna place it on the top. Gently place it in there without spilling everything all over the counter. I'm gonna plunge it down slowly. I'm not even gonna wait because I got it medium to fine. And so you, like I said earlier, you don't want the water to be on the coffee grounds. When you have it too fine, it'll be bitter. Pushing down gently and slowly. Usually this part takes me about 30 seconds. So, you know, I got coffee in a minute. Works out good. I love it that way. So what I'm doing, brewing today is the Zimbabwe that's in our Coffee of the Month Club this month. So I always taste all of our Coffee Club shipments so that I know that it's top quality, there's nothing wrong with it, it's nice and smooth. So at the bottom here I heard a little hissing, so I'm just gonna pop that puppy off of the brew so I don't get too much pressure going through the grinds at the bottom because it could create a little bit of bitterness. I just kind of push the rest of it into my sink so I can compact it a little bit more. Beauty of this little baby is easy cleanup. Love that. Pull off the cap, the coffee's right there. So I'm gonna take it and throw it in the trash. Pop it in the trash. Almost clean. Rinse it off. Leave it for my husband, because he wakes up later than me. Rinse it off. I wipe it off. It's the nice thing to do. So we have a beautiful, lovely cup of Zimbabwe. Coffee Bean Queen. And if you like this video, click subscribe below and subscribe to our videos and sign up for our newsletter. You'll get tips and tricks in your emails. And if you want to try the coffee, hop on over to beanhoppers.com and join our Coffee of the Month Club. And you can also get our Grind Like a Boss grind chart. Have a great day. Melinda, beanhoppers.com.